everyone! We hope that you had a really happy Easter, and as you can see, Twiggy's still rocking the Easter look. Yes, you're right actually, Twiggy. It is still the Easter season, and so she wants to make the most of wearing her little headpieces for as long as possible. Well, we hope that you have been able to enjoy a little bit of Easter fun and Easter sun. And today we've got a story for you, and it's actually set just after Easter. So in fact, it may have actually been on the evening of Easter Sunday, and it's about two disciples and an unexpected friend that they meet. Now, I don't know about you, but I haven't really had any unexpected friends round, have you? No. Obviously, at the moment, we're not allowed to have people round our houses, are we? So I haven't really had any unexpected friends. You're right, though, Twigs. I'd forgotten about that. On Easter morning, Hilary and Alison came to see us. Obviously, they kept a safe distance, but they sang us an Easter song, which was nice. And they left us some Easter eggs. You're right, they did. And where are those Easter eggs now? Yes, they are in our tummies. They were good, weren't they? Are there any left? No. Well, perhaps you're not quite so greedy and you haven't gobbled yours all up yet, but there aren't any Easter eggs in our house now, are there? No, probably just as well. Anyway, let's get on with this story. So you might want to gather some of your friends, some of your cuddly friends, to listen to the story with us. And Twiggy's just going to sit here and we're going to listen to a little story which happened on the road to Emmaus. Who was the mysterious man on the road to Emmaus? That's what Cleophas wanted to know. Cleophas and his friend had been walking away from Jerusalem, and they were talking about Jesus' death when the man suddenly appeared with them. "What are you talking about?" the man asked. Well, everyone in Jerusalem was talking about Jesus. How could he not know what they were talking about? Where had this stranger been? Cleophas said, "We're talking about our friend, the prophet Jesus. We thought he was the Messiah, the one sent by God to save Israel. But he was killed 3 days ago, and now we don't know what to think." There was something familiar about the stranger, but Cleophas couldn't quite put his finger on it. Cleophas's friend said, "This morning some women went to the tomb where Jesus had been buried and told us that his body was gone. They said they saw angels who told them that he was alive. Well, the body's definitely not there. The disciples went and they checked. But what does it mean?" Then the stranger began to speak about the Old Testament prophets. He explained how the Messiah's life and death had been predicted a long time ago. "It's sad that you haven't seen it before," the stranger said. "The Messiah had to suffer before entering into glory." Well, they didn't really quite understand what he was talking about. They all arrived in Emmaus as evening approached. It was getting dark and the journey on was still quite a long way. So they said to the stranger, "Come in and eat with us." The stranger accepted, and when he broke the bread for them to eat, Cleophas suddenly knew who it was. It was Jesus. He was back from the dead. And just at that moment, he disappeared. Wow, Cleophas and his friends, they couldn't contain themselves. They didn't stop to eat their meal. They rushed back to Jerusalem along the road that they'd come to tell the 11 disciples what they had seen. When they got there, the disciples were talking about Jesus. He appeared to Simon, they were saying. He's risen. Cleophas told his story and how he had recognised Jesus when he broke the bread. And they were all a little bit excited, but probably a little bit confused as well. Well, that's the end of our story. It's just a short one today. Did you like that? Yeah, it was a good one, wasn't it? You know, sometimes it's easy for us perhaps not to see where Jesus is, and especially when we're going through a bit of a strange time or a tough time, maybe like now when we're all in lockdown and we can't really get out and about and do the things that we enjoy. But I think that Jesus is still around and still with us. I'm sure he is. And perhaps sometimes we just have to look, and then we'll find that he is already with us in the ordinary things that we're doing. So perhaps this week we can see if we can spot where Jesus might be in our day-to-day lives. Well, it's nice to be able to read a story to you again, and we will say goodbye and hopefully we'll see you again soon. Bye.